So what do you need?
You wanted us to inform you in case we found something? So here we are.
You have something? Really?
This is information about a certain Tony Zola. There's got to be more in your database. He's the thief from the gallery.
Zola? I don't know that name. How did you hear about him?
Thanks to a fingerprint from the gallery.
There were none.
If you think...
So, what next?
Hang on. So you're Zola, I can see from the database that we've already been watching him. He's got a pretty big file here. I'll interrogate him personally when I have time for it. I know where he's usually at.
Which is odd, by the way, because you've just told us you didn't know him.
Well, you know, it's just what's in the file. What are you after? Are you trying to bait me or what?
I think I can hear some cracking.
Cracking of what?
That damn thin ice you're standing on, Captain. And when it breaks, we'll be there.
Well, we don't have to threaten each other here, do we? I know what you're after. You're afraid that I'll steal your credit, right? Trust me, I'll commend you so much they're gonna build a statue of you back at home. But now go and get some rest, will you? I'll take care of Zola.
I've just thought of something.
Yes, Max? Let's go talk somewhere else, okay?
That bastard. He knows much more than he's telling us.
He certainly knows that Zola. Either there's something fishy in it, or he doesn't want us to get to Zola. But we can't do much about it.
What? You're leaving it just like that? And what was your speech about? A spectacle?
Max, a threat is the most we can do right now. We can't take on the local police, no matter what's going on.
You bet we can. And I'll tell you how we're gonna do it. I'll catch his attention, and you'll take a peek at Zola's file in his computer.
Max, that's foolish. We shouldn't do that.
Do you want him to get away with this? Or do you know any other way how to find something? You don't, do you? So now we're going to do it my way. This turns fan rotation on and off.
Damn it. Does it look like I don't have anything to do? For Christ's sake, pay attention.
I'd like to ask you something.
Sure, you can see how bored I am here.
I noticed that certificate on the wall. Nice hobby you've got.
A hobby? Hunting is a passion. It's not stamp collecting. In my case, a big passion.
Looks like you're very good.
I don't want to praise myself, but I'm one of the best in our association.
Nice tie. Where could I get that?
Join the police academy and graduate from it. That's a start.
I'm serious. It suits you.
I don't have time for your bizarre sense of humor.
I see you have here a hunting brochure.
Sure, I brought it here from my colleague, Sergeant Mbeki. He's only starting. A little theory won't hurt.
There's a brochure for hunting? I thought that people must have it in their blood.
I'm pleasantly surprised, Mr. Durand. Exactly as you say, but there are certain rules you must know and must follow.
Is that your wife in that picture?
Mosa? Yes, that's my wife.
She's pretty. How did you meet?
Don't you think you're getting a bit too nosy?
That clipping, is it Afrikaans?
You're quite observant. Yes, that's Afrikaans.
Strange language. Some words are familiar to me.
Because they come from Dutch.
Really? That's interesting.
Mr. Durand, what's going on with you? Am I supposed to tell you our national history?
I got it.
Madam Durand, will you please take your husband away? I'm too busy to talk right now.
Of course. We're leaving.
I just thought of something.
Yes, Max?
What have you found out?
Max, I don't think we should bother Captain Namusa any longer. Let's talk somewhere else.
I see. Of course.
It's even worse than I thought.
Why? What was in his file?
There is no file in that database. Namusa is not trying to get him. At the very least, he's covering for him.
He's not getting away with this. But what are we gonna do? We're at a dead end, aren't we?
We would have been if your amazing wife hadn't come across Zola somewhere else, and that, wait for it, was in Namusa's personal contact list. I've written it down.
I knew it. He's in on it too. We'll check out Zola and find something. But what about what you copied? How does Namusa possibly use it for contacting Zola? This is about Zola.
Anika,
Hello, I'm looking for Tony.
what do you want from him?
Well, it's let's say a complicated matter.
Bullshit. And that accent? You're Nicole's brother, that French whore, aren't you? Listen to me carefully. Tell her that if she goes anywhere near Tony, I'll gouge her eyes out.
That would be a mistake.
To hell with that bastard. You want to talk to him? Fine. Go to the Drunken Sailors. He works as a bartender there. And tell that bastard not to come in my sight.
Well, that's not going to be pretty for someone, but at least we know now where to find Zola. I've just thought of something.
Yes, Max?
See? Women's jealousy always works. Now, where to find Zola?
Drunken sailors? What is that, for goodness sake?
It's a bar in the harbor. I actually passed by it when searching for information about the wrecked ship. If we're lucky, we'll find Zola inside the bar. That's a really cool machine. Gotta love bikes. Hi, is Tony there? Tony Zola?
Who's asking?
Well, I have some news for him. I can't tell from whom.
Well, that's a pity, because you won't find him here anymore.
All right. I see that you hurt your hand. Did that happen here in the bar?
Mind your own business.
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. I heard rumors that it's possible to get some nice pieces of art here. I'll pay well.
Whoa, either you're undercover or totally stupid. And anyway, you have no business here. If you want some art, go buy a souvenir. And now get out, or you could fall really bad.
Great, that went really well. At least I've returned through the door and not through a window. That man at the bar, that's him, Zola. That chopper parked outside most likely belongs to him.
Are you sure?
I am. What are we gonna do? Maybe I should push him a little more, but I didn't want to irritate him too much.
You did well. We'll go back to the hotel and have a talk about it, right? I don't like saying it, but maybe we'll have to let it be. We can't fight against everybody here. Why, Captain Namusa, how are you?
When I let you lead that investigation of yours here, I believed that you wouldn't bother anybody. Apparently, I was wrong.
Someone complained? Who might that be?
Does it really seem funny to you? Not to me. I'm sick of you. On my desk, there's an official complaint about your conduct in my district, and all it needs is my signature. Not to mention the fact that you are directly endangering our operations and process. I'm really tempted to make such a report to your office that nobody will even let you into some backcountry gallery.
What do you want from us?
Stop bothering decent people and threatening our interests immediately.
And you think that...
I haven't finished yet. You'll leave the country in 2 days. That's my last warning. Goodbye.
How arrogant. He simply threatened us.
Do you see now why we can't give up? Actually, in fact, he helped us now. We're on the right trail with Zola.
But what do you want to do?
We'll find something against him at the bar. I just know it. We'll look there once again, but now we'll wait until he closes the bar and leaves.
Max, I don't know.
I do.
If someone is there, come back at once. If something happens here, if I see someone coming, I'll blow the horn.
Sure, don't worry. I'll be back in a sec.
Max, wait.
Oh, please, don't be a drama queen. I'm not gonna rob a bank.
All right, but anyway, be careful.
The door's locked. Bar's closed already, so no one should bother us. This is a list of drinks with prices and ingredients. I wouldn't mind trying some of them. Brig? I don't know that one. I always like Indians better than Harleys. Indian is simply Indian. You can't explain it. You have to feel it. Motor racing, mountain climbing, and bullfighting are the only true sports. All the rest are children's games played by adults. Hemingway said that. But I can't quite get why such a thing would hang here, in a biker's bar. Somehow it doesn't seem to belong here. Some blonde jokes. They can get away with it here. Not many of them would come to the harbor bar. Nice piece. That's why I wanted to go to Cuba. These old American cars are still used there. A railway sign. Hopefully it was not taken from some important place. Tomorrow beer for free. Funny, even though not very original. An old commercial sign for a tire seller. Another picture of a bike in the biker's bar. Nothing special. A list of mixed drinks. Most of them could be mixed anywhere in the world. A list of mixed drinks. Most of them could be mixed anywhere in the world. The lever won't move. This is the wrong combination. I did it! I opened the safe. I'll take a look at that message. Tony, I've handed over the 2 statuettes to the person who ordered them. He told me that he's not interested in the other items and that we can fence them. I'll come over for my share next week. B.
Joe, don't stoop, cock. Did you think I wouldn't find you? You're dead already.
So I guess it's obvious, isn't it? Those statues were ordered stolen.
Leclerc is behind it?
Who else? If lawyers couldn't help, Zola could. And Nemosa turned a blind eye to it. That's the better case scenario.
Okay, now I'm going to talk to her.
But we still have no proof. Nothing connecting her to the theft. You said it yourself.
Yes, I did, but I'm sick of it. Maybe we won't prove her guilty, but I want to tell her what we know. I want to see how she reacts. Maybe it'll stop there and nobody is going to pay for it, but I'm still going to do that.
I'm going with you. We have to persuade that servant.
No, I'll think of something. Just take me there. Now it's my turn. I know everything. I know that you gave the order to have those statues stolen.
And nice to meet you too. Madame Durand. Lara, right?
Obviously, you keep everyone around here under your thumb, including Namusa, and you're certain that you can get away with it. But not everyone jumps through your hoops for you. Certainly not me. Even if I can't prove you guilty, Catalego will appreciate the information.
If someone took something from you, something that is really dear to you, wouldn't you want to get it back?
A theft is a theft.
Yes. Someone took something that didn't belong to him and didn't want to give it back. You've got that right.
That's why we have courts to decide on such things. According to the court, the statuettes don't belong to you any longer.
How much do you know about the case? Have you studied the file?
No, I haven't.
Do that. Read about the flimsy basis upon which has been built the truth of the court, who want to take what has belonged to others for generations. But that would be too complicated, wouldn't it? Or not. Maybe it would be a waste of time. You obviously prefer to believe more in some official than to believe in what makes sense in your heart.
That's what you think? That I'm so blinded? Good. I'll take a close look at it. And what's more, if I come to the conclusion that those statuettes are rightfully yours, I'll help you to get them legally. But if not...
If not, I'll admit that in public and return them. I'm in your hands, Lara.
Another unfortunate one.
But that's... Jabali, stop the car! Stop the car!
As you wish. But I'd rather stop a little further along.
You? This is not the right moment. You can't go there.
What are you talking about, dammit? That's Max's car. Our car. Where's Max?
Listen, we're doing...
Where is Max? Am I speaking Swahili? Where is Max?
There was an accident. The Volkswagen crashed into a motorcycle and fell into the sea. The driver of the motorcycle is dead. He burnt. We haven't identified him yet. And your husband? We can't find him.
You can't find him? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Where could he be?
He was probably carried away by the water. The Coast Guard is searching the area. Unfortunately, it's almost certain that he, too, is dead.
That is nonsense. You haven't checked it properly yet. I'll do it myself. Yes, sure, that'll be best.
You're upset. I understand that. But this really isn't your concern.
It's my husband. Of course it's my bloody concern. I'm going to take a look. I know that motorbike. It's Zola's.
And the stopping distance?
It's already documented. Everything will be in the file.
Tire is shot through. If Max was going fast, that wouldn't have made his driving any easier.
I've checked the motorcycle driver. He's had a massive head injury, multiple bone fractures, scratches. There's no way he can survive that.
Good. Tell the coroner I want an autopsy report as soon as possible.
Max's diary? The last entry is unfinished. Somebody probably disturbed him. I'll take it. I don't care if someone regards it as evidence. Those notes, drawings. Max did similar things before. I wonder if those terrible nightmares returned to him. Why, damn it, didn't he tell me anything?
Who called that in?
Some old couple was driving along and they saw smoke, but they didn't see the actual accident.
Is the seat shot through? The seat is shot through, but I don't see any blood. Hopefully Max wasn't hit.
And the stopping distance?
It's already documented. Everything will be in the file.
You don't have to be an expert to see someone was shooting at Max. What have you found out?
Not much. We have to wait for the experts.
No. If you're not able to find out yourselves, I'll tell you. That wasn't any common accident. Someone was shooting at Max. They shot through a tire, but Max is a great driver. He could handle that. And they kept shooting at him. The seat. Did you notice at all that there was no blood? No blood! Max wasn't hurt! I know that bike. Is it possible you wouldn't recognize its driver? It's someone you know very well, Captain. Someone you've covered for? It's Tony Zola. What, not ringing a bell?
But No, that's not how it is. I never told him to.
I know very well what you told him. I understand now. You didn't cover for him. You actually hired him. You hired him for that theft because Zenzele Leclerc wanted it.
But he was only supposed to steal certain things. Stuff that belonged to her. She's from the Leclerc family. I haven't ever taken a bribe, never acted dishonestly. But there are things stronger than human law. When the blood of your ancestors call, you can't turn a blind eye to it. I'm ready to deal with the consequences. I'll hand in my resignation today. But you must know, I didn't have any idea that it was going to take 2 lives.
2 lives? That scum is no loss, but concerning Max, I understand that it would be quite useful for you if he disappeared. Maybe you'd like to get rid of me too, but that's a pity. He's alive.
Madame Duran, you're wrong. I don't hold anything against you. If I could take it all back, I would. It's terrible, dreadful. But you have to admit to yourself, your husband.
Max is alive. I can feel it. I know it. He promised to never leave me. Nothing can separate us. And you know what? Don't try to understand. You can't. No one can.
Do you see that car, Laura? Broken. Just like your life. Broken beyond repair. You looked for him. Yelled, cried, prayed. You waited. You still do. Even back in Lyon. Through hazy days and dreamless nights. Before the sun shines again, a lot of dark things will cross the sky. A lot of very, very dark things, Lara.
I knew you'd be here.
So get started. What are you going to tell me? That I'm strong and will endure? That time heals?
I'll tell you anything it takes to make you feel better.
Wait now. Where's that amusing Diego I know? What about some funny story? Yesterday I put all his belongings in a box and took it to the cellar. And about 3 o'clock I woke up, fetched the box, and spent the rest of the night returning his things to where they were before. Nobody knows what it's like, Diego. Nobody has even the slightest idea.
Lara, go back to work see your friends. We'll get coffee together. Imagine that they make something that's actually drinkable.
That chapter's closed. What did that damn work give me? What have I accomplished? Found a couple paintings? No, Diego. It's time to move on. To burn all my bridges, that's the only way for me to live through it.
I was afraid you'd say that. But your work is more important than you think. Here, read this. I wanted to give it to you when you came to the office, but it seems now I won't have the opportunity.
This? You think this will change anything?
If this doesn't, then nothing will.
The new coffee. Is it really drinkable?
You've never tasted better. I'll lend you my umbrella, okay?
No thanks, I don't need it.